Hello, all of you. Myself, Dr. Smita More, Department of Pharmaceutics, and I'm Associate Professor from Pune, India. I'm going to deliver you the topic on Emulgel, a potential tool for tropical drug delivery system. These are few of the contents. Now, before going for the Emulgel parameter, we should know what is actually the topical drug delivery system. And as we know that since recent till now, a lot of formulations like the creams, ointments, gels have been used in vast and wide variety by all the people. But this particular topic of Emulgel is not been used till now, and people are coming to know regarding this information slowly. So you should know what is actually the Emulgel parameter means. And there are vast variety of drugs which are incorporated while formulating the emulsions, like we have the analgesic drugs, then anti inflammatory drugs are there. We can use the antifungal drugs and so on. So wide category of drugs are also incorporated, and generally these formulations which are used for topical preparations are either the semi-solid preparations which can be applied on the surface of skin, and there is a variable pathway of penetration. So if we see the introductory part, there is a combination of emulsion and gel, which will be called as Emulgel. And basically, these emulsions and gels, these have a lot of limitations, and that is why we are trying to convert it in form of Emulgel, in which the emulsion is oil and water or water and oil type of emulsion, and that is further gelled by mixing with the gelling agent. So as you can see in this diagrammatic representation, that emulsion is taken and we prepare the gels. Both of them are combined together to form the Emulgel. And also the drug penetration pathway is important in topical dosage form, where the drug is going to penetrate from the surface of the skin and maybe into the lower layers of epidermis and dermis. Now, a few of the advantages of the emulgels are that it is going to avoid the first pass metabolism, increased patient acceptability, targeted drug delivery, and termination of the therapy at the time is possible. And a major advantage of these emulgel is that hydrophobic drugs can be incorporated, and this is the major advantage. Whatever limitations are associated with the topical dosage forms like the emulsions and the gels and other formulations are being avoided. These all limitations are avoided by the preparation of the emulgel. So let us see the comparative account of what is actually gels, creams, ointments, and overcoming the emulsions. So in case of gels, these are aqueous hydroalcoholic liquid, and there is entrapment of network of inorganic or organic polymer. Generally, it can be natural or synthetic origin. And high aqueous component is there, so more is the dissolution, as well as easy migration of drug takes place compared to that of ointments or creams. But the limitations of a gel is that it cannot be used for hydrophobic drugs, or it is a poor vehicle for hydrophobic drugs. But if we go for creams and ointments, limitation is that less spreading coefficient, less penetration through the stratum corneum, less patient compliance. So if you use the combination of gels and creams and ointments, the limitations are avoided. And we already know that emulsions are oil in water or water and oil type, and when they are mixed with a gel, they are going to lead to formation of the emulgel. And generally these emulgels have properties like greaseless, and the means there is no greasy appearance which will be observed. If they are easily spreadable, thixotropic, easily the proper viscosity is being provided, they can be easily removed, then non-staining, transparent, as well as cosmetically acceptable one with certain shelf life. Now let us see the ideal properties of drug candidate. Effective concentration less than 10 mg with half-life of less than or equal to 10 hours, and molecular weight of 500 daltons, log P between zero 0.8 to 5. It should be non-irritating and pK should be high. Now, ideal properties of excipient candidate also should be important criteria, that it should be non-irritating and non-allergic. It should be little or no harmful effect on the activity and stability, as well as whatever excipient you are going to select, it should be biologically safe. Whatever IIG listed excipients are there, it should be accordingly selected, and concentration should be under the regulatory limit, with compatibility of API and excipients should be maintained or should be checked continuously. It should be properly compatible with each other. This is some of the literature which is showing that whatever gelling agents and the enhancers are used, most probably we use the carbopol, HPMC, propylene glycol as the enhancer, then various ingredients like olive oil, then menthol. All these can also be used as the enhancer in preparation of the Emulgel formulation. So basically, ingredients while preparation or the formulation ingredients which are required while preparing the Emulgels generally involve penetration enhancer. Then, as I told you, that penetration enhancers like the olive oil as well as menthol are most widely used, as well as clove oil is there. Then we use the gelling agents for providing the property of gelling action. So for that, we have selected the Carbomor 940 and HPMC and xanthan gum as the three different gelling agents. And along with that, the oily phase and the aqueous phase is required, as well as the stabilizer or the emulsifier. So generally, to formulate and evaluate the drug-loaded Emulgel for topical drug delivery, here I have not disclosed the name of the drug. Objective to formulate and evaluate the Emulgel and evaluate the physical characteristics as well as the rheological properties of formulation, and also in vitro drug release properties and globule size of the formulation, and also to optimize the Emulgel formulation. So in case of need of work to overcome the limitations of conventional route of drug administration, to deliver the hydrophobic and poorly water-soluble drugs to the biological system, and to improve the patient compliance and to eliminate the drawbacks of emulsion and gel by formulation of the Emulgel. So a rationale involves a development of topical formulation incorporating hydrophobic drug. So basically we are going to use the hydrophobic drug, and which is not possible by you just using the gel preparation. As we had seen the limitation of the gel, that hydrophobic drug cannot be used for preparation. And many widely used topical formulations like the ointments, creams, lotions, these have different disadvantages, and generally they are sticky in nature, even they are uneasy, as we have seen the limitations, and less spreading. So when you convert it into Emulgel, all these limitations will be reduced. This is a general plan of work. We'll directly go for the experimental work, where we have done the pre-formulation studies, where the characterization of the API was done and organoleptic properties was observed. Then melting point was checked by the capillary method, and solubility was checked. So the compatibility studies was also carried out. This is a calibration curve which was carried out in phosphate buffer pH 5.5, and a flow chart of the Emulgel formulation. How actually the formulation is prepared is mixing of the oil phase and the aqueous phase. Then emulsification is done, and oil in water and water and oil emulsion is being prepared, which is then incorporated into the gel base. So simultaneously, we are going to prepare the gel base and incorporate the emulsion into the gel base, leading to formation of Emulgel. Also, the pH is adjusted so that it becomes compatible with that of the skin. So for that, we can use the trithenolamine. Evaluation parameters: physical appearance, pH, globule size, viscosity, drug uniformity, spreadability, which was determined using the formula of mass into length divided by T, that is the time. Extrudability studies, that is W upon area centimeter square, and uh, in vitro drug release was carried out using the France diffusion cell. Uh, Permeability coefficient was found out and microbiological assay was done. So in the pre-formulation studies, it was observed to be a white to off-white crystalline powder with melting point of 217 to 220, which was within the range. And solubility was found to be soluble in acetone and phosphate buffer, pH 5.5. It is slightly soluble in methanol and insoluble in distilled water. These are the FTIR spectra of drug and the excipients, showing the characteristic peaks. The lambda max of the drug in phosphate buffer. Then evaluation parameters was carried out for the formulations. Now here F1 to F12 formulations were prepared, where the F1 formulation, F2 formulations, and the alternate formulations, I can tell you that they contain one of the one of the penetration enhancer is used over there as the clove oil, and in the second alternative formulations the penetration enhancer is used as a menthol. And in all these ingredients, the combination of the the combination of the gelling agents is being changed every time. The gelling agent is differing. That is, firstly we use HPMC, then xanthan gum is used as a second gelling agent, and carbomer is used as a third gelling agent. So effect of these gelling agent and penetration enhancers is checked on the preparation of Emulgel. Now F1 to F8 formulations were observed to be white, while remaining were found to be transparent, and excellent homogeneity is seen till F8 formulations. Relatively, remaining all are satisfactory as well as good. Now pH measurement showed that the pH values were within the range of 6 to 6.5, which is compatible to the pH of skin. And drug content also shows the limit of 95 to 98% of the drug is present in the all the different formulations. Now this globule size was observed under electronic microscope, where globule size was observed from within a range of 12.88 to 15, nearly about 15 to 15.84 was the globule size. Now this is indicating this is indicating effective penetration of the formulation. Uh, that means whatever formulation we have prepared is showing effective penetration because of the particle size is found to be within that range. Now extrudability studies. So extrudability studies was prepared by was determined by aluminum collapsible tube, And here the extrudability was also found to be within a range of 78 to 85%. And spreadability coefficient, again the spreadability coefficient was checked, and where small quantity of the formulation was taken, say 0.5 gram of the sample was taken on the slide, and a circle was marked on surrounding that particular formulation, and then the second slide was placed on it with certain weight, and then what is the increase in the diameter was checked with respect to certain time interval, and this was in turn determined as spreading coefficient. Viscosity was also found to be varying with respect to xanthan gum. It was less, and with respect to carbopol, it was found to be more. Even the permeability coefficient was found to be maximum for the F3 formulation as compared to that of the other parameters. So F3 formulation was selected for carrying out the zone of inhibition. Even the other formulations were checked, but it was showing the better results as compared to that of the other ones, and hence it was considered to be one of the optimized formulation. Similarly, the percentage drug release was carried out by the France diffusion cell apparatus, and the study was carried out for a period of 8 hours. So within a period of 8 hours, nearly 78% of the drug release was found for the F3 formulations, and so on the percentage drug release decreased with the other. So here F3 was showing the highest drug release as compared to that of F4 and F1, with least in F12. So F3 is having xanthan gum as as the it is having xanthan gum as the penetration enhancer, menthol, and gelling agent as xanthan gum. So conclusion, from all the results, we can conclude that Emulgel can serve as a better vehicle for topical drug delivery system. And generally, Emulgel formulations prepared by either xanthan gums, carbopol, HPMC, they show the acceptable physicochemical properties, drug release, and antimicrobial property. Even the pH of the Emulgel was found to be close to that of the human skin, and that is why it is going to reduce the potential irritation effect which will be observed. Now, in terms of viscosity, lower is the viscosity of emulgels, it can be correlated with greater spreadability, and this is going to facilitate easy application and improve the patient compliance. Even the IR spectra reveals that drug excipient compatibility is there, and xanthan gum based Emulgel and its low concentration with menthol proved to be the better formula for choice. So we have used 2 and 3% concentration of xanthan gum, where 2% concentration was found to be more effective. Now, Emulgels can be used as the antimicrobial broad spectrum medication for topical drug delivery system. These are a few of the references. Thank you. I am thankful to the organizing committee for giving me this opportunity.